2 of our 4 children are fed through feeding tubes in their abdomens. Their organs are slowly dying. You never think that your children are never going to get a taste of birthday cake, never have a slice of pizza, never have an ice cream cone. Your kids are never going to have a normal life.
This family looks perfect and healthy from the outside, but from the inside, not so much. All 4 of the kids have been diagnosed with a rare white blood cell disease called eosinophilic enteropathy. Now, this disease basically affects the digestive system when the kids eat. Their white blood cells think that the food they eat is a parasite and it attacks it, making them throw up.
When they found out that all 4 of our kids had it, that's a really, really rare thing. This disease is not supposed to be hereditary. It's not supposed to run in families. 2 of our 4 children are fed through feeding tubes in their abdomens. Their organs are slowly dying. You never think that your children are never going to get a taste of birthday cake, never have a slice of pizza, never have an ice cream cone. Your kids are never going to have a normal life.
Because of EE, the kids have developed other complications like severe allergies, kidney stones, and breathing problems. And Ryan and Carrie spend their days trying to keep their kids alive.
Bailey's urine has to be collected once a month and tested because she has the disease in her kidneys, and her kidneys have shut down a couple of times. We have EpiPens for when Jetty's lungs completely shut. We can stab it into his leg and get him breathing again. These are the masks they wear if they're going to the hospital or if we're going to the grocery store. My kids can't touch a cart without getting pneumonia or croup or strep infection.
Since nobody has any answers, Ryan has decided to go back to school. He wants to learn as much as he can about this disease so that hopefully he can find a cure and save his kid's life.
I work full-time and also I attend school full-time. I'm in pursuit of a degree in immunology, which I'll go on to do medical research to hopefully find a cure for my children and other children alike.
Their house is falling apart around them, and it's actually making the kids sicker. There are cracks in the foundation and the walls. There's no insulation, and their only source of heat is from a coal furnace, which is actually causing breathing problems for all the kids. And their water situation isn't much better.
I come to you as a man and as a father, and I ask for you to please help me to enjoy my kids while I can. Help me save their lives.
We gotta help these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
So what do you say? Can we do this?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Bring it here, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
Got to.
Well, then let's do it! Good morning, Stockdale family! Ryan, Carrie, Caden, Jetty, Bailey, and little McKinnon, come on out here! What's happening? Hey, Betty, what's going on? Hi there! Hey, buddy! Hi! Hey, buddy! Hi, Katie.
This family has been through so much. I mean, 4 of their kids have this disease. So, you know, their lives are about, waking up in the morning and making sure their kids make it through the day. The parents have so much to worry about. They don't need to worry about their house being even worse for these kids.
Good morning at day 3. We're already framing the house. But this week, well, there's more going on than just the build. 1, we gotta make sure we dig a new well to get clean drinking water for this family. 2, we gotta make sure they can breathe clean air. And 3, we gotta make sure we got a sterile environment for the kids to eat in. So sometimes with a build like this, it's the things you don't see, like clean air and clean water.
Ready?
Yep.
It's the morning of day 4, and the Stockdale family's farmhouse is really taking shape. Let's check it out. So the house is completely drywalled, taped, and mudded. And this fan helps dry all that mud. But it's also a really cool sound effect. Luke!
Guys have been working all night long to make sure this family has good, clean water. We finally found it at 320 feet. Good, clean, drinkable water. One of the things that's going to keep this family healthy.
It was just amazing to get out and see see just the flood of people everywhere, that's when it hit that this is truly taking place. This isn't just a wonderful dream that you're afraid to wake up from. Our old house had bad air, bad water. It was only just making them sicker. When the bus moved, at that moment, you knew that this was your home, that this was for real, and that everything was just for us, and that it was truly a safe place for them. Oh, this is amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Look.
Kaden, there you are. We finally have a healthy place to call home. Before, our home was an enemy to us. It made our kids sicker than they already were. This new house is a dream come true. It's a whole new beginning. It's changed our lives. It's made it a lot easier to wake up in the morning. Tomorrow will be a brighter day because of it.
And then in here is your dining room.
And we all fit.
Exactly, you guys all fit. Now the cool thing is, I want everybody in here to take a really deep breath. You smell that? Yeah. That's clean air. So we actually have these filters installed in your house that clean all the air that you're breathing. And it's as clean as a hospital.
Because of the air filtration system put in, to know that when your kids are running around and being joyous and playing in the house, that they're not breathing in things that are gonna hurt them. It's truly nothing that we could have ever done for our kids.
Oh, look at that! Who was that?
Abraham Lincoln. When I walked in my room, I found an Abe Lincoln chair, and then I found a $5 bill with my face on it, and that was pretty cool.
Look! What is that? Oh my goodness! Who is that?
A tail.
Tigger! Wanna get in your bed?
Pow! Dad, my bed is a spaceship! I really like my Star Wars room. Mommy, look!
Goodness, Bailey! What do you think?
Good.
Oh. Bailey's room was amazing. She loved it. She loves horses. She wants to be a cowgirl, and she fell in love with it.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh, this is incredible.
look at this bed. It's gorgeous.
Oh, it is. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So dude, your own desk, your sign for my family.
It's incredible. The sign that Ty had made was wonderful. It says, "For my family." It's a corner that I'll continue to glance at and gain even more strength knowing that everything is for my family, and that if my kids can keep going, that there's no reason why I can't keep going.
United States Marine Corps. In 2003, Daniel was deployed to Iraq, and like so many others, he risked his life on a daily basis. Luckily, he returned home to his family safe and sound, but money was tight, and with 4 young mouths to feed, Daniel was determined to do everything to provide for his kids. So when the Marines asked him to serve a second tour of duty in Iraq, he said yes.
I've learned so much from the Marines. You don't quit. When you fall down, you get right back up. There is no such thing as failure. Marines have a can-do attitude. I'll either do it or I'll die trying.
Daniel returned to Iraq. This time, he was in charge of something really dangerous: finding and disarming hidden bombs.
It was just the worst situation you could possibly imagine. It was truly hell. Temperatures were over 130 degrees. There was bombs blowing up all around us. you were never safe. You could never let your guard down. You could never, have a decent night's sleep. You were constantly worried about your buddy from one day to the next, whether he was going to be there or not. And it was very hard to talk to my kids knowing that there was a possibility I'd never see them again.
On July 3rd, 2005, Daniel led his squad on a routine mission into enemy territory.
We came upon a group of Marines that were engaging in a firefight, and also they had found a big roadside bomb.
Proceed with extreme caution.
As we rolled forward, we hit an anti-tank mine. I immediately hollered at all my guys to get out of the truck. There was 5 of us in it total. I looked down and I noticed that my pant leg was shredded, and so I knew my leg was badly damaged, but I didn't know how bad. I dropped out onto the ground. I seen my buddy remove my foot separately from the vehicle, so I knew that my leg was gone.
Daniel was fighting for his life. His platoon rushed him to the emergency barracks on site. He had shrapnel removed from his body, and he suffered massive blood loss. The doctors could not save his left leg, and it had to be amputated.
My initial thought when I got wounded was I was going to look handicapped, I was going to look crippled, I wouldn't be able to play with my kids no more. I had a lot of doubts, but my kids need me. I've got to go on. I can't sit around and feel sorry for myself. I want to be there for them no matter what.
After being discharged, Daniel returned to the States and started physical rehab. At the Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, Daniel got a prosthetic leg, and in just 27 days, he was walking again. And here's the awesome thing. While he was still in recovery, he would visit other wounded soldiers and their families and offer them love, support, and encouragement.
Ultimately, my dream would be to continue to go to other hospitals and continue to talk to wounded, to continue to tell people that, there is life after tragedies. No matter what it is, there's a silver lining in everything. You just have to find something positive there. And I found my kids were my drive.
Even though Daniel's got a prosthetic leg, he lives life to the fullest. He's got tons of energy and he's got a lot of heart. He's now a single dad raising 4 kids on his own.
On July 3rd, the same day that I lost my leg, exactly 1 year later, my wife, after 9 years and 4 kids, wanted a divorce, and that was the day that she signed the papers and left. As far as I can tell, she just got overwhelmed with everything, and now I do everything for my kids.
But here's the thing. The house they live in is a wreck. Not only is it too small for the family, but it's also dangerous for Daniel to move around in. The doorways are too narrow, the stairs are a huge problem. It's a house that's just not good enough for this family.
I don't think that this house will withstand another Kansas winter at this time. The roof might hold up, but it's in really bad shape. Financially, things are tight. I won't be able to fix the house anytime soon, so if I could get, a new roof or a new foundation or anything, I'm extremely grateful. These are things that I don't need, my kids need. My kids are absolutely the most important things in my life, period. You could tell they were extremely proud of me, so I'm gonna make it one way or another.
My dad's not just a Marine hero. He's a hero to all of us. He's been trying so hard for us. Dad was praying last night, all night, just for this house. And I just love my dad, and I wish he'd get his dream.
They're fantastic.
What an incredible dad, right?
Just incredible guy.
And the thing is, though, this guy is a hero, he went back. He didn't even have to go back, but he did. And they're living in this situation. That's just not right.
No.
So here's a chance for us to give back to a guy who's given so much to this country. What do you say? Can we do this?
Yes.
We'll bring it in, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
We're with you.
Well, then let's do it! Good morning, Gilead family! Daniel, Alexis, Victoria, Danny, and Nicholas, come on out here! Come on! Hey! How are you? Hi there!
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, sweetie, how are you? Hey, man, how are you?
Daniel is such an amazing guy. He's an amazing American. You know, this is a man who stood up and fought for our country, fought for our freedom, fights every day for his family and his community. It's our honor to be able to give back to him, give back to someone who has given so much to us.
So, can I see your leg?
Absolutely. It's carbon fiber and titanium so that I can go back to doing martial arts and everything else. Tai Chi and lifting weights and moving engine blocks.
Even with that leg?
Even with this leg.
Wow.
In some ways, I feel that me losing my leg was actually a blessing because it has given me a gift to give back to a lot of other people. When I was completely done with my rehab, I would go up and visit the other guys that were freshly coming in, or I would visit with family members and educate them about what I went through and some of the things that they could expect from what their loved one was getting ready to go through.
Tell you what, man, the world needs more people like you, my friend.
Kids, are you ready to see what's behind this bus?
Bus moved, it literally sucked all the wind out of me. My old house was a lot of bad memories and broken dreams. And when that bus moved, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen in my life. And my kids even asked me, "Dad, is that our house?" And somehow I gained the oxygen to say, yes, it is. That is our house. And it was beautiful. When I walked over to that flagpole and I seen the hard work and dedication that they had put into that flagpole, it is the most beautiful thing in the world I've ever seen, especially when I looked up and I seen the flag blowing there in the breeze. It made me proud to be an American, and it made me proud to serve this country, and I would absolutely do it 100 more times.
I love you guys. Hoorah.
I know there's a couple guys that were there with you that day, and I know Ben Birnbaum, you want to come here and say a few words?
Thank you for being here. I love you.
Oh my God. Because of you, I'm able to be with my kids and watch my kids grow old, man.
Desmond, I'm 16.
Michael, I'm 13. I'm Teresa, I'm 13 years old. I'm Layton, I'm 13. And I'm Tyrone, I'm 12. And this is our dog, Big Boy.
Welcome to Fairmont, West Virginia! Woo! Over the mountains!
Richard and Angie met and started dating 12 years ago, when both were struggling as single parents to raise kids on their own. When they got married, it became an instant family. Angie and her 3 kids opened their hearts and opened their home to Richard, his daughter Layton, and his cousin Michael.
I told her, you know, I would take care of her and the kids, and we just kind of grew together, and now we're just like one big happy Brady Bunch family, and we all get along.
Group up!
Have a blended family. It's the best thing in the world. More people means more fun to me, I think. We're tighter than any other family, I think.
For Richard and Angie, a new start is exactly what they needed. Both of them grew up in rough neighborhoods and were surrounded by negative influences. Angie was a young mom, and in order to support her kids, had to drop out of school. As for Richard, he got in trouble with the law when he was younger.
I was out smoking drugs. I thought I was the baddest thing out there on the corner. But you know what? I wasn't. And then, you know, when I went to jail and I realized, hey, you know, I'm only 22 years old. I'm a young man. I just told myself, you know, there's a better way.
Together, Richard and Angie were strong. They learned from their mistakes, and now they share their hard-earned wisdom with the kids in their neighborhood. Richard is a mentor to troubled kids and a coach for the local basketball and football teams.
I feel that it's my duty to go out there and help the community, to show them the way. You know, selling drugs is not the way. That is not the answer. You know, disrespecting your parents is not the answer. You know, to show our kids, hey, I've been there, I've done that. If I just got one person make it out of the streets, I'm happy.
I really like Coach Turner because he coached me in football and basketball. He helped me to keep my grades up, and he encouraged me to stay out of trouble, and he teaches us to be respectful to our parents and all of our elders.
He tells us to stay away from bad influences and bad people that will mess us up and not help us to do good things in life.
For the last 20 years, Richard and Angie have dedicated their lives to being role models for kids. They both work as full-time caretakers for mentally challenged adults, helping them with their daily needs and teaching them to be more independent. Angie is now earning her master's degree in special education and runs weekly cheerleading practice. She even has led her local cheerleaders into the national championships. And as a family, the Turners run a concession stand at games to raise money for community sports.
We're put on this earth to serve, and how better to serve than to give someone knowledge and help them, because we all need help along the way. So.
The Turners are a non-stop force in their community. But here's the thing. The house they live in is limiting their potential. There are 7 people in this family, but their house is less than 600 square feet, and all 7 of them share one bathroom. Some of the kids share beds. Some just sleep on the floor.
We haven't been able to fix the home because we're just kind of spread a little thin between our full-time jobs and our community work.
You know, I want to do more for the kids, but I can't do it. I have no resources to do it. My kids deserve better. They deserve better. They really do. What I'm trying to do for them, I can't do it. I need help to get this house in better shape for my children.
Wow. You know, they need this in a big way, and we can really make their life a lot better.
We're with you, baby.
So what do you say? Yeah. Can we do this?
Yeah.
People, let's make it happen. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Well, then let's do it! All right, guys, everybody off the bus. Let's go. Good morning, Turner family! Richard, Angie, Desmond, Tyra, Teresa, Logan, Michael. Good morning!
The Turner family came out of that house. Do you know when you open up a fizzy drink and you shake it and then you open it up and it just goes poof? It was like someone had released the pressure by opening the front door and they were just poof. People know that when they see us, their life as they know it is gonna change. And you can't bottle that excitement.
Richard, you got to tell me because you seem to be very excited right now. What's going through your mind, man?
Man, so much is going through my mind. I just can't believe it. This is just amazing. Just amazing. I'm thrilled. I'm truly happy for these kids, you know, because this is what this is about. It's about these kids. We went through a lot, you know, we grew as a family, and it's just so much love in this household. I am truly, truly happy.
Angie and Richard, they give to their children, they give to the community, they're always volunteering. But here they are in this tiny little 600 square foot house. And you know, they're not complaining, it's not like, woe is me, they're not sitting back going like, poor, poor us. They're excelling. And I promise you, you take a family this magnificent and you put them in a home that they can actually have room and can roam, I mean, the sky is the limit.
This, for real, all of a sudden you guys live in here?
Yes.
And this is the living room?
This is the living room.
This is tight.
Yes.
This is small.
Believe it or not.
I can almost touch both sides. That's, this could be the smallest living room I've ever been in. Is this the kitchen in here?
Yes, this is the kitchen.
Now, you guys all sit together at this table?
Yes, every night we sit down.
You kidding me?
Yes.
All 7 of you guys?
Yes.
Every night we sit down, we say our grace, we eat our meal.
Wow.
I think it's good. I'm so thankful for this house because it gives us that togetherness that we may have not gotten had we had a bigger house before. And we get to know our kids and, you know.
Well, sure, you're going to have to because you have to pin them in the corner.
Exactly. What I really love about this family is they've never had much of anything. But what's holding them together is their family, and they know it's important. They want their kids to have a better life than they had, so they dedicate their entire time to them. They don't have time to fix up a house. Cool thing is, we can give them that, and they can continue being great parents, great coaches, and great community leaders. They've done so much for this community this week. This community is going to do something for them.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Have fun. We'll see you in a week. Have fun. Huffman and his crew, they're going to help us build a house for this family.
Once we pretty much destroyed the house on the inside, it was time to bring in the big gun. And what's cool is we brought in an actual coal mining scoop. This thing is what they use to pull the coal out, but it's also good for tearing a house completely down.
Okay, it's the morning of day 3, and I feel better already, and I'll tell you why. Because this house is coming together. We got the foundation in, we got 2 stories up already, we got the roof trusses going on as we speak, which is fantastic. As you can see, the weather's changing. Say it with me, bus driver!
When that bus finally moved, I mean, I was really speechless. I was like, woo! You know, just like, woo!
Lydia and Steve have been married for over 27 years, and they've taught their 6 sons that your neighbors are part of your family. So when they need help, well, you stand up and you help.
Family is the community, family is the nation, family is everyone. And you have to give up yourself in order to have family.
The entire family donates their time and works to help others. When their youngest son, Peter, was born with Down syndrome, the family didn't stop giving. Instead, they took their community involvement to a whole new level.
Our life totally changed when Peter came into the picture.
Peter had medical conditions and medical problems that we had to deal with. Lydia and I had to adapt to Peter. It's a lot of work, but it's helped our family become more service-minded. It's helped our family become more community-minded.
Lydia works for a nonprofit organization where she coordinates volunteers. She also teaches parenting classes and adult literacy programs. Steve and the boys work with several charities and nonprofit organizations, including Camp Smile, which is a wonderful camp that works with special needs children and adults.
My family started doing volunteer work at places like United Cerebral Palsy, Goodwill Easter Seals, Camp Smile, doing fundraisers, whatever we could to try and help people like Peter. My parents have taught us that whatever anyone asks of you, you should just go and help them.
The Gaudes really have put others first, but they have been struggling financially for the last few years. Joseph and Chris had to drop out of college to work full-time to help support the family.
And the house they live in is an absolute wreck. The roof leaks, the floors are caving in, and there's only one bathroom in the house, and it's a disaster. The house received even more damage in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina came blowing in.
Every time we get something repaired, we have something like a hurricane or something, we start back at square one again. The house is falling down around us. No matter how much I put into it or try to keep it up, I just can't. My kids deserve better.
So far, this house has survived a family of 6 boys and the wrath of several hurricanes, but it's not going to survive for much longer.
It's really hard to live in constant fear that one more thing is going to go wrong and your house will be worthless, useless, and you can't live in it anymore.
So what do you say? Can we make this happen?
Try to believe it, brother.
Bring it in, people, let's do it. Are you with me?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then let's do it! Let's go. Good morning, God Day family! Lydia, Steve, Joseph, Chris, Thomas, Patrick, Michael,
Ty wakes him up, and through the door come a bunch of big guys. And I'm a big guy, and for them to mow me down takes a lot of power. The Gaudet family, they all give and give and give to the community. This week is about giving the Gaudet family a solid foundation so they can continue spreading the love and the charity.
I can't believe all you guys live in that house. You guys all live in this?
Yeah. You guys have really physically outgrown this house. It not only things falling apart, but they're busting at the seams. But you guys put this aside, go help these other families. There's had to be a moment you've got to be like, my God, you know, we've got to focus on us for a minute.
Knowing that what I have lived through is helping somebody else, that is worth it to me. That's worth it. You know, as a mom of such a big family, you know, you want so much for your kids. You want them to have a good education and to be able to have the things that they need to live their life well. And there's so many things that can stop that from happening. And we weathered a lot of them ourselves, and it's been really hard to look at them and know that you can't give them the basic stuff that they need. My husband and I should be giving them those things, and we can't. And they know we can't. It's really hard. And
You guys have been through a lot.
Yeah.
But you've raised some incredible kids, you know, in a really tough environment.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of.
I think this week it really is about rewarding those people that go out of their way to do really great things for other families. They simply do it to see that they've made a change in somebody else's life, even though their own could really use a changing for the better. And hopefully we're gonna do exactly that.
Bye, guys.
Have fun!
Remember the family's old house? It would have fit right here in the great room. Check it out. The new house, over 3,400 square feet. Plenty of room for everybody.
This is Joseph and Chris's electronic lounge. Now we've got the tin wall, the leather wall, and the brick wall. But what electronic lounge is complete without 6 televisions? Gentlemen, the honors.
Okay, so this week my special project has been Peter's room, and the one thing he's really into is things that bounce, things that move. It gives him stimulation. He really needs that. So I can't show you what's going to happen in the room, but I can tell you this: it's going to be very stimulating.
didn't realize how much of a burden the old house had been until I saw the new house. My old house was to the point where it was collapsing. It needed more help than we could give it. Seeing the new house and not having to worry about any of that just opened up a whole wealth of possibilities. It's just a blessing.
Look at this place. Oh my God.
And even this. Oh, look at that kitchen.
Look, Joseph, you get to do the top shelf.
Oh, this is mine.
There's so much room. That is something we did not have in the previous house. It was kind of like seeing a dead bush and then going and seeing a tree that's in full bloom. It was a small, dilapidated house followed by a beautiful house that was just big and full, just amazing.
Whoa!
Yes!
Awesome! Yeah! I have 6 TVs in my room! That's amazing!
There are 6 TVs on the wall. We can watch 6 different football games at a time. There's like lounge chairs that we can just sit back and relax and watch the football game or whatever we want to do. Joe and I are 2 guys who just basically need a place to sleep, and now we have a place to hang out instead. That's way cool.
Whoa! Dude, this is awesome.
I loved sound effects, and Dee Dee gave me a room with a soundboard, laptop, everything in my room made sound, and I was just amazed, and I can't wait to use it. It's awesome.
Dude! Oh! Dude! Oh! This is nice. You got all your cooking stuff, dude? Yeah.
My room is incredible. There's cooking stuff everywhere. We have an impromptu disco ball, which is nice. And I'm glad that Patrick's in there with me, because I kind of want to be working with him later when he opens his own restaurant. I'll be his like under chef or something.
This is We're on our way to Warwick, Rhode Island. To meet the Silva family. It's Ken, Doreen, Kenny, Matthew, Isaiah, Jaden, and little Sammy. Now this family truly believes that every child should have a roof over its head and a safe home to live in. But the home they're living in has actually got a lot of problems. Take a look at this tape and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, ABC! We're the Silva family from Warwick, Rhode Island.
My name is Ken, I'm the dad.
I'm Doreen, the mom.
I'm Kenny, I'm 14.
I'm Matthew, I'm 11. I'm Isaiah, I'm 6. I'm Jaden, I'm 5.
And this is Sammy, he's 2. Welcome to our home!
When Ken and Doreen first got married, Ken was following his dream in racing cars. But he gave all that up so he and Doreen could pursue another dream, helping abandoned children.
We were starting to realize that the auto racing industry was getting too expensive. So we decided I needed more stability in my life. And not only in my life, but we knew that there was a need out there for children who needed help. By me giving up my dream of racing to help the children, believe me, it's the best move I've ever could have made.
They already had 2 sons, but they had more love to give, so they became foster parents. Ken sold the race car, took a steady job as a city garbage truck driver, and they opened up their home to kids in need.
We started fostering because it was his idea, my husband's idea. These kids need a home, and he'll just say, why not us?
Here's the really amazing thing about Ken and Doreen. Their own biological children, Kenny and Matthew, both show signs of high-functioning autism and have some other learning disabilities and challenges. But Ken and Doreen still found a way to open their home and their hearts to other kids in need. They've even adopted 3 former foster kids, Isaiah, Jaden, and Sammy, making their family of 4 into a family of 7.
This is a letter from the Health Department of Rhode Island. When I got this letter in the mail, I was shocked. It says, dear parent, your child has recently tested for lead poisoning. Lead can have serious effects, such as behavioral problems, learning problems, health problems. We were overwhelmed with trying to figure out how we're going to get rid of all of this.
There was lead in the closet, the bathroom, the kitchen, the basement, and even some in the yard where the kids play. The Department of Health told them if they wanted to continue fostering kids, they needed to contain and remove the lead.
It's got to be taken away. It just can't be...
Can't be covered, it has to be taken away.
It has to be removed. We didn't expect it like this, and we can't financially afford it.
These kids are our future. And if nobody helps these kids, they're lost. They need stability. And if they don't have that stability, then what are they gonna be?
You guys keep doing what you're doing because it's working, but that house is not. So we'll take care of that. The good news is, while we're doing that, you guys are going on vacation.
Go get him, guys. Go get him. Come on in there, people on the team! Get in the can! That's definitely trash now! Let's get the net out! And get the trash out!
To see my buddies, my bosses, giving the time to help out a coworker in need, that goes to show you that I work with some amazing guys. And knowing that I'll never have to bring a child into that house again with the lead, it was a weight off my shoulders that I'll never have to worry about again.
If you think we trash the inside, wait till you see what we do next. Hit it! Well, that's what I call trash in a house. There go the low ceilings. We're opening those things up a notch. He's going in! Oh, yeah!
No more lead. No more lead.
The main reason we're here this week is the lead. We need to get rid of the lead. The good thing is when the family come back off their vacation, not only will the house be lead-free, but also the whole entire lot. Peace of mind for mum, dad, and all of the kids.
Matthew loves magic, so I'm creating an awesome magic room for him. I've invented this really amazing trick that comes in 3 parts. This is the first one. From the outside, it looks like a normal chest for storage, but it has this escape right here. This escape is connected to the special platform bed that I've designed, so someone can go into the chest, crawl underneath the bed, and they'll wind up inside this wardrobe that I have not yet built. Once inside the wardrobe, they'll pull a string, this comes down, nobody there, they pop out of the wardrobe, and that's what I call magic.
So this week, my special project is Mom and Dad's master bedroom. Now, I can't really show you what it's going to be, but I can tell you this. It's about framing what's most important in your life. And I think with this family, it's about their kids.
Really depressing and quite frankly unhealthy. Well, their new backyard is going to be healthy and really beautiful. Over here we have a slab where we're going to put a really cool fort where all the kids can play, kind of like their own personal clubhouse. And over here behind we have this wonderful pergola. It surrounds a hardscape patio where the family will be able to get together and enjoy meals in the summertime. Now this backyard is a lot different than their old one.
Okay guys, that is the first of about 300 or 400 cuts to make this car shape and curve like that Mark V supercar. I want it to feel like fiberglass. But before that can happen, there's about 12 hours of work.